We live in a world that's all about loud, fast transformations, right? The big glow-up reveal. But today, we're going to explore a totally different path. It's quieter, it's slower, and honestly, it's way more profound. So let's dive into the gentle art of soft blooming.
So let's start with this. Just a simple instruction. Take a second right now. Breathe, and just listen. Think of it as an invitation to tune into a different, much calmer frequency for the next few minutes.
All right, first up, let's really break down what this softer kind of glow is all about. We've all heard the term glow up, but this is something else entirely. It's something that comes from the inside. The whole idea of a modern glow up can feel like this massive performance, It's all about pressure and speed and making a big splash. But the source material for this explainer offers a pretty amazing alternative. A quiet transformation that's just for you and nobody else.
This slide really lays it all out, side by side. Over on one side, you've got the loud glow-up, which is all about pressure, speed, and performance. And on the other, soft blooming, which is all about peace, patience, and just presence. It's a huge shift from putting on an external show to cultivating an internal state of being.
Okay, so how do we actually find that peace? Let's move on and see how this whole thing is built from the ground up, starting with the absolute simplest, most foundational things you can do. See, soft blooming doesn't start with some huge, dramatic life overhaul. Nope, it starts right here, with the absolute basics we tend to forget. Just like the slide says, drinking a little more water, taking a moment to stretch your body, and actually giving yourself moments of real quiet. These are just small, consistent acts of kindness toward yourself.
And this quote right here, it really gets to the heart of the whole philosophy. A true glow isn't something you can force with pressure. It's something that just emerges naturally from the peace you build with those little foundational steps.
So once you've got that internal foundation, you can start to expand outward. This next section is all about how we can shape our own personal environment to support this really gentle process. So here's how we cultivate our personal space. It's about these simple, intentional choices. Keeping your skin clean, keeping your space tidy, choosing clothes that actually feel comfortable, not just ones that perform. It's even about how you move and speak, with a little more grace, a little more intention. It's all about how your environment makes you feel.
The goal here isn't to be the loudest person in the room, commanding attention. It's about cultivating a presence that just feels warm and inviting. It's an energy that, makes other people feel comfortable, but more importantly, it's an energy that you feel comfortable in.
Okay, now we're turning to what is arguably the most important environment of all, the one that exists right inside your head. This part is all about protecting your mind.
I want you to really sit with the question on this slide for a second. Seriously, if you had something that was absolutely priceless, you'd guard it, right? Well, the source material here is asking us to treat our minds with that exact same level of care.
The instructions are so simple, but wow, are they powerful. This is about actively curating what you let in. It's like tending to a garden. It means you have to consciously unfollow the negativity online, and you have to let go of the relationships or situations that just seem to thrive on chaos.
This quote really says it all, doesn't it? Your mind is the lens you experience your entire life through. So protecting its peace isn't some luxury. It's an absolute necessity if you want to experience that soft blooming.
And that brings us to our final and maybe the most comforting section. Because after all this work, caring for your body, your environment, and your mind, we have to remember the last ingredient: time.
Look, in our culture of instant everything, it is so easy to want to be glowing by next Tuesday. But real, lasting growth, it's just not an overnight thing. It's a gradual, steady process.
And that's the real magic of it. You don't just burst into existence fully formed. You unfold. You bloom in your own time at your own speed. The process itself is meant to be gentle, gradual, and really, really beautiful.
So let's end right here. I want you to think of this as your gentle reminder, maybe even your permission slip. You are allowed to take your time. You're allowed to grow quietly. You are absolutely allowed to choose a soft, beautiful bloom over some loud, fast transformation. So the question to leave you with is, what's just one gentle thing you can do for yourself today?